A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
どの始まり、つまり家のことから。おう。走ったりできるの？ああ、これズームか。
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
新しいゲーム。
そう、新しいゲーム。どうなった？ああ、新しいゲームっていうかね、無料で来てたからやってるだけ。
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
7年前。この最初の感じが好きなんだよね。
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
あ、鍵。
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought
おっ
the
と、いきな
mystery
りの
would be
分
enough
岐点。
to
これな
bring
ん
me
かあんの
back.
かな、バッドエンドとか。ちょっと無難にこっちから行くか。ね、これ一生歩いてんの。とりあえずあの家に行けばいいんだよね。とりあえず行くか。
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
ひずめの跡、鹿？ひずめの跡。うわ、本当に鹿や。どうも。あ、逃げてっちゃった。どこ行ったんだろう。
The truth is,
本音を言えば家を相続した後も戻ってく
I
る
never
とは
thought I'd
思わ
come
なか
back
っ
to it.
た。
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
お、着いた。なんじゃこの家。いや、なんじ
The
ゃこの
house
家。
was exactly like I
ハウ
remembered
ル
it,
みたい。
the way I'd been dreaming about it.
そのまま。夢で見たのと同じ。ちょっと待って、ゲームうるさいな、ちょっと。半分くらいでいいや。明るさ明るい方がいいね。なんかすごいのあるけど、あれ何これ。
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond.
イーディに
She
一度。
said it had killed her husband. I was 6.
へ
It seemed like an odd joke to me
え。
even
こんな
then.
ちっちゃい家にドラゴンいるんだ。こっちか。
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put
私を
into
落ち着かせ
words.
なくさせた。これ翻訳がばいな。
Now,
足を
as
接
a
し
17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was
家
afraid
を
of
恐
the
れてい
house.
たんだと。怖かったんだこの家。もうこんな家怖いよな。あ、開くかな。
I hoped the key might unlock the front door.
開けばいいなと思う。
It
開
didn't.
かない。家の鍵くらい持っとけよ。だいたいこういうゲームはね、ガレージよ。あれ開いてない。何この音。怖い怖い怖い。あ、絶対ここじゃん。何あれ。ここじゃないの。あ、ここだよね。あ、怖い怖い怖い怖い。すごい怖いすごい怖い。すんごい怖い。ホラーじゃないけど。犬用のドアをくぐるの。なんかすごいな。グラフィックが意外と綺麗。久しぶりに家にいる気分がした。キッチン広。めっちゃコンロあ、いいな。俺もこういうの欲しい。でも家族の代わりに記憶の抜け殻。これ何の缶詰だろ
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
そうなんだ。
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
私たちが去って夜のもテー
It
ブ
was
ル
like
は
a
散らか
bomb
っ
had
て
gone
い
off,
た。
killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
そう、なんかあるよ。
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
あら、そう。イディってばあちゃんか。
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
歯が多すぎる笑顔。
Even the fireplace had a story.
暖炉
Edie
に
told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
暖炉に刺すと読めねえで。暖炉に行けばいいかな。ちょっとくしゃみ出る。え、実写？これ出れんのかな。なんかすげえいい感じなんだけど、家。あ、出れないんか。出れないのか。気持ち悪い。蝶々とかわかるけどさ、これムカデとかいらんでしょ、絶対。飽きそう。
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
ああ、ないんか。なんだこれ。おっ。
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of
ま
the
た出てきた。
house.
バーバラだって。誰バーバラって。ここキッチンだよね。一周してきた感じ。
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
楽観的ではなかった兄のミルトンが生きている。兄のミルトンとは
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
取り残されていった。あ、なんかすごい開かずの間みたいな。いけないんかい。で、下終わりかな。上か次。ブックオフみたい。
After Milton disappeared,
ミルトンが行方不明になった後、母さんの寝床をすべて封じた。
then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
イディは反発して覗き穴を開けた。あ、じゃあ覗く感じか。とてつもなくおっかないんだが。これか全部。めっちゃ怖いんだけど。
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room,
ここ誰の部
I
屋？
was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
これイディ？なんてかってや、イディ。これイディばあちゃんだ。これでかってや、グラ。
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and
なん
sealed
か
rooms
す
you
ごい
weren't
毛生え
allowed
てんだけ
inside
ど、
of.
風呂に。え？なんていうのこれ。ゲ。ちょっと待って、なんて読むかわかんない。絶対俺の部屋だ。違う。
My grandpa Sam spent 7
その
years
おじい
sharing
ちゃ
a
ん
room
7
with
年
his dead
の間、
brother.
7年の間
Calvin.
死んだ。早い。早いんじゃ。読めねえ。さ、本ありすぎえってこれ。何の本なんだろう。全部読んだんかな。吹き抜け。テレビある。開いてんだけど、ちょっとこっちから見よう。モリー。
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
死んだんかい。何？シェアハウスなん？
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
母さんはその日は封じなくて後悔したんじゃないかと思う。列車？
Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
それを信じなかった。ここの鍵？
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
何？
Now it was time to
お
find
お、
out what my mom was
す
gonna find out.
ごい。何かを見つけ出すときだ。お母さんなんかおっかながって、これすごい部屋。行くかじゃあ。多分行くしかないんだよね。 か
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
ミルトンって誰？
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
計画があったように思えるかもしれない。
But I had no idea what was behind the
何が
door.
待っているのか見当もつかなかった。あの部屋じゃないの、さっきのだよね。おお。
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
これまでのことが全部セーブ入った。ああ、モリの部屋か。開けていいの？開けていいのかな？やばいもの入ってない。
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
あら、そうですか。こっちはなんでいけないんだよ。え？おしまい？
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
イーディはここで多くの時間を過ごして。
Before my mom sealed the doors.
でこれか。
December 13th, 1947.
日記さんいなくなる前にこれから起こること。
But I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
これイーディの話か。じゃあモリーの話？
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
マジでちょっとそれは違うんじゃない？さすがに腹減ってても。開かない。もう遅いわ、1個だから。なんて親だお前、ネズミの餌食ったんだぞこいつ。ここ出ればいいじゃんね。あれ、さっきここから入ってきたんだよね。ないのかな。お、金魚。いい魚がいるじゃないか、食えばいいのに。暗い、とても暗い。あ、トイレなんだね。高くない？あ、食べて食べて食べ続けた。本当に言ってる？まさかトイレのブツも食べんじゃねえだろうな。それは勘弁。なんかありそう、そっち。葉っぱ散らかってん。人で食うの？あ、違うか。よかった。じゃない、トイレ？あ、なんかそこある臭い。食べたの。あの夜いっぱい。それ食える？大丈夫？外きれいで、びっくりした。ホラーじゃないんだよね。鳥だ。鳥巣に帰ろうとしているツバメさん。はい。手を伸ばし捕まえようとしたら、いきなり猫ー。おーね、キャット。どういうこと？どこ？絶対そっちの気がする。あ、怖い。鳥さん食わせろ。今や、あれこれ捕まえれんのかな、本当に。届く？これ届くの？こっちか。いただきます。あれ、ママもパパも目をあれまさかのあれママとパパじゃないよね。なんでもいいや。どこ行った？次。やばい、見失った。こっち降りて。どこ？上？どこ行くの？ねえ、どこ行くの？これ。にゃーん。違う、あそこ出てきたんだよね。おった。あそこに行けばいいんか。ってことは、こっち来て、こう来て、こうだ。 なんかどうやってつけたのかな、この電気とか。よう待たせたな。いただきます。あれ、いただきます。あれ、これくそ、それな。本当にどこ行った。おったおったおった。勝手にコントローラー動くんだけど。あ、もうひどいひどい。よいしょ。鳥さんはとっても疲れちゃう。勝手に上向く。それはきつくない？いろいろ見えたわ。でもお母さんは、あ、鳥を食べたくて？あら、そう。大丈夫それ。おら、やんこっちゃねえ。突然すごいすごいすごい。葉っぱを感じる音がして、かじる音がした。これはどこ行くのが正解？ラビッツ。あ、いた。見つけた。あ、これ捕まえなきゃダメ？難しいぞ、結構。この俺のエイムにかかっている。そっちだ。違う。あ、見つけ。待って、難しい。すっごい難しい。よし、ゲット。怖っ。黒い。それからもっと大きいのを探しに行った。これ池のドラゴンになっちゃった的な。そんなわけねえか。お母さんのウサギ。よいしょ。じゃあこいつだんだんプロになってくる。この子はもったいない。持てない。喉が詰まりそうだって食べ続けた。今度は突然サメになった。おーい、なぜ？なんで？あ、これも操作すんの俺。オッケー、任せて。これどういうゲーム？やばい、危ない。イエー。そしたらもっと腹こっぺこになった。アシカ？いただきます。ヒレを引きちぎったらとても美味しかったの。なんかもうサイコパスなんだよな。どこだ？おい、血の匂いを影。どこ？オープンワールドじゃないよね。どこ行ったの？あ、いた。見つけた。よいしょ。何？目を開けて全てが変わっていた。え？何これ？何これ？とてつもなく気持ちが悪いんですけど。あ、そういうこと？あ、タコか。ヘビかと思った。 今度は怪物になったの。人間の匂いがプンプン。怪物？タコじゃないのこれ。
どんなゲームわらわら。
わからん。俺もね、いまいち分かってない。ちょっと待って。なんか、よいしょ。あれ食うんだろ。人間食べんの今度。大丈夫？いただきまーす。うわおサイコパスだと思われんじゃん。俺大丈夫？ちょっと登るよね。もうやめたい気もしたけど、そうでなくてもいい気がした。よいしょ。こっち行って、おー、酔いどれ水夫は朝早くからいただきます。人食うのこのゲーム。うるせえし。気持ち悪いな。ほんでこれどれどれどれ。うまい。こんにちは。全部食べ終わってもまだお腹が空いたと思う。水辺の向こうから匂いがした。とても美味しそう。だからそっちに行ってみたの。あるそう。え？砂の上に降りていったらいい匂いはパイプの中に消えてった。なんだろう。あんまりグロいの嫌だよ俺。あ、上かい。これ下かと思った。音。トイレ？あれこれさ、これ自分家だよね。どんどん近づいていて、なんかいろいろ分かった気がする。で、特にベッドの上行けるわけでもないから、あれか。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待って。マジで。オッケー。よいしょ。暗すぎる。ちょっと見やすくなった。どこ行くのこれ。あった。すべての胃袋がぐるぐる行き始めて、そして突然自分に戻ってた。ずっと息を止めてたけど何にも聞こえなかったの。でも私が寝るのを待っている。でもそんなに長く待てないはず。腹パフなもの。怖い？これもしかして私は本当に美味しいって。そう。で帰ってきたと。これ現世か。
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
私はそれを全部買うわけじゃないけど。もう早い。オッケー。猫いたよね今。
This will be obvious later,
だんだん明らかにな
my
るこ
mom
と。
never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but mom didn't like bringing up the past.
こう語るの嫌った。母さん。
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it
モリ
Molly.
ーと名付けたのは母さんだった。
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room. We got along and it was a good
これは
place to
酸素
hide
ボンベ
from
では
my
ない
mom.
か。何？話がわからん。
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
そう言わなかった。
Even in her 90s, Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my
これ
mother.
か、さっきこの謎の部屋。ちょっと待って、マジで俺帰る無理なんだよな。これ謎にヤンキー
The
の
only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
ピンク色のバスルーム。
It was a pretty big trace.
じいちゃん残したんだ。お、なんかある。いや、登るな。取ればいいだろう。今度はまたこれもあれでしょ、多分。
There's a secret in this bathroom.
このバスルームに秘
It's
密
in
が
the
隠され
last
ている。
place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
そんなにあるわけじゃ
It's
ない。
hidden in this book.
あへえ。なんでわかんのこの人。よいしょ。
Sven gave
Oh.
Sam an old camera he'd
Sven.
refurbished. He never put
自
it
分
down.
で修理して振り構えて、それさ、肌身離さずのって言った。ああ、造影室。なんかすごい家だな、ほんと。音楽変わったけど、誰の部屋これ。は What? 何しろって、ああ、こ
I
れ
knew
か。
Grandpa Sam had a twin.
サメおじいちゃんに双子の兄弟がいたって知ってた。
And that he never talked about him.
そして誰も彼のことを話さないのも。す
I
ご
guess
い。
my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom
母
did.
と同じようにそのあたりの歴史が嫌いだったんだろう。すげえ。すげえ。なんかいっぱいろうそくあるけど。お、なんかある。ソードリンだ。ルーズリン。
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
どう覚えておき
The
たい。
thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
はい、こういう感じでやっていくんだ。次おじいちゃんか。ブランコ？何？
My brother said he'd die
お
before
おっ
he ate
た。
another
マッシュ
mushroom.
ルームを食べるくらいなら死ぬ
And
と
he
思
did.
ってた。マッシュルーム嫌いなんだ。
At Barbara's
そういうこと
funeral,
か。
we swore
両方使う
we'd
んだ。
never be afraid
バー
again.
バラの葬儀では
And he
も
wasn't.
う
I
絶対に
think
怖がらな
Calvin
いと。こ
always
うか。カ
wanted
ル
to
ビンは
fly.
遊びたがっていたと思う。お、すげえすげえすげえすげえ。はーい、カム
But that day,
で
he
も、
finally
あの
made
日
up
つい
his
にそう
mind
決
to
め
do
たん
it.
だと。
I told him going around was impossible.
ぐるりと一周するのは無理だと言ったんだ。いけるって任せ
Maybe
ろ。
if I hadn't said that,
僕がそう言っていたから。いけー、よいしょー、もうちょい。ちょっと待って。二度も言わないわよ。
maybe if the wind hadn't picked
は
up,
ーい。それで風が強まっていなかったら
then maybe he'd still be here.
彼はまだここにいたかもしれない。あ、死ぬのこれ俺。
He'd already
う
made
わーくそういうこと。
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
いや怖っ。おおすげえ。いやもうこの時点多分落ちてるけどね、普通なら。よいしょ。お、いった。すげえ。おおお、止まんねえけど大丈夫。いやだ、やっとそんな気がしてそんな、おおすげえ。そんな気はした。カルビンのメモね。
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
サムはそれで飛んでっちゃったんだね。
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half
葬
of the
式
room.
の後、イーディは部屋の半分、カルビン側を立ち入り禁止にした。
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room
18歳で
again.
入隊して二度とその部屋に戻らなかったと。なんかある。あー、なんか怪しい。芋虫。これ蝶々だ。でおお、これ謎の構造よね。パンプキンを
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
ああ、へえ、でここなんだ。
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
オーディン。ちょっと行くか。とりあえずまっすぐ行ってみる。怖いが、いや普通に怖かったんだけど今これ。何？え？イェーガー先生がいる。
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
あの巨人に出てくる獣の巨人みたいな。
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
どんな風に辛かったか考えたこともなかった。狭い部屋。これか。
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
バーバラ・フィンチ、踊るべき週の結末。
Inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
あ、これ左上読んでるのね。あ、
As a
右上か。
child star,
ロック
Barbara
スターだっ
was
たことが
famous
その
for
悲鳴
her
で知
scream.
られていた。
Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been.
ここの人だ。
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged
よ
well.
く成長していなかった。
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan
何か動物
and
好き。
current boyfriend,
ビーフである。
was
ビーフバ
about
トル
to
フィールド。
demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's
Wow,
father,
game caught the
Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest
テーブ
brother
ル層に巻き込ま
Walter.
れ。
Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding
巻き続け
and
て、
winding
さらに巻き
until
と、
finally the key pops out.
やがて鍵が飛び出てくるの。
I'll be back in a sec.
へえ。で、
20
地下の鍵
minutes
か。
later,
オッケー。
Rick hadn't
乗ら
returned.
なかった。
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
オルゴールに手を伸ばした。これ俺回すの
And
か。
as she wound the key,
そして鍵を巻きながら耳を澄ましたが、誰の音も聞こえ
was
なかった。
silent.
はい。 え？
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
この音楽あれじゃん。わお。ホラーじゃないよねこれね。 う話が見えてねえんだけど俺。この音楽包丁を持ってお面かぶった人がなんかいる。ほら。集団のリーダーは悪名高きフックマン。これは壊せないんだ。いや、なに邪魔や。すごい筋トレルームだ。そっちじゃない。10年前のこの夜、家族突き出し食べたと言われる。ちょっと怖いんだけど、古い冷蔵庫が静かになった。マジ俺ちょっとホラーじゃないよねこれだって。ほら。
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt, confused, and you're...
But she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep, watching the late hours later.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
ちなみに次セーブポイント来たらやめよう一回。ウェイ Why? うわ、一度ぶん殴れるぞほら。
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand.
180センチ余り。
Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
おっと
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
でゴンゴンゴンバーバラは
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
あごめん動画
She played her part beautifully.
とほんでおれおこれ動かなかったがこれで終わらない殺しに行くのかいいぞ行くぞとどめさすんじゃないだろうねまさかのいない
She heard was
おっせえ足
dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering.
どうな
It was coming from inside the house.
家の中から聞こえてくる
Oh dear.
The monsters
そういうことかい
for Barbara. It was a dream come true. Then she saw saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
彼女は有名になるの。
Final breath.
最後の一息
Barbara Finch gave the performance.
一世一の演技を捧げた。
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. They took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Yes, so you
what I call a real eerie tale.
気耳な物語。いや、笑えねえって。だからバーバラはこれバーバラ終わりでしょこれ。
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
だから耳隠してんのかな。風強くなってきてんな。で出れないから戻るか。
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
だからこれこうなってんだ。で次どこ行くの？1階に降りてみて何もなかったらもう1回2階を探してくるか。普通逆やな。でそうこれで回し続ける。来た。これで地下行けるんだよね。セーブ中。よーしこの辺にしとく。いや3時までやるか。もうちょっとやろう。はいこれはさっきの地下でございますね。これが冷蔵庫。あそこにワンチャンバーバラが入ってる説。ビリヤードってビリヤードをしながらねこう洗濯が終わるの待つっていうね。絶対寒いじゃんここ。
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
さもなくばはしょ読めねえ。なんて読むのあれ。漢字分けたんだわ。
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
これだよね多分。
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
なんも見えねえ。お、電気ついた。
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
ウォルターはどこに行ったのか母さんに一度聞いたことがある。
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he
バーバラが
could.
亡くなった後、彼はできる限り遠ざかったと言っていた。
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
それは私たちの誰もがあまり遠ざかっていた。これ何ここ。目悪くなる。だから白く悪いんだよ俺。 さんさよなら、ここにいて。
Goodbye, everyone.
30年にな
I
るとは
can't
信じ
believe
られ
I've
ない
been down here for 30 years.
次ウォルターの話か。トイレ来て。
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
今日一日ずつ生きる。
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Okay. そうできるうちにここを出なければ。行きましょうか。やっぱ本なんだね、いっぱい。
I know it's out there somewhere.
それがどこか外にいるのは分かってる。何の話してんの？殺した何か。バーバラを殺した何か。
Molly.
そしてモリーを。
And Calvin.
さらにカルビンも。あれね。吹っ飛んでった人ね、あれで。なんだっけ。来たね。ここじゃねえ。そっちだ。あれだよ。
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
これで死んだとしても。
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
心の準備ができている。
I'm going to appreciate all of it.
全てに感謝できる。
Especially the food.
食べ物。バーバラとか殺された人を
I don't mind
探
if I
してる
only
のか。
have or a month
それか一
or a
月。
single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
あ、グラフィックす
I
ご
can
い綺麗。
already imagine the sun on my face.
は死んだけどウォルター。
died when I was
ウォルターは
6.
これで死んだんか。
I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
ウォルターずっと地下にいたの？待って。モリーは猫で飛び降りてサメになって最後なんで死んだんだっけ？多分食われたんだよね。帰ってきた時にバケモンに。でバーバラはバケモンに食われて、カルビンはあれだ、ブランコで吹っ飛んだんだ。でウォルターは引かれたと。はい。次誰のお
I'm
話
sure
か
my
な。
mom was trying to protect me.
私も守ろうとしたんだ。待って、この人のお母さん誰？まあいいや、行くか。よいしょ。
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
ってことはこっから行けば外に出れるって
But
こ
if
と
she never told me about an uncle under the house,
何でも家のあ見えなかったし曇ってて
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
知れない
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made,
繰り返したくない
trying to bury something that's
まだ
still
生きてる
alive.
ものをうずめてしまうことは
Now that there's only one of us left,
今となって残っている一人ひょっとすると二人ああ
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
自ら紐解く時が来たと思う嫌な予
Found
感
out
す
what
るんだ
happened
そ
to
して
everyone else.
他のみんなに何があったか知る時が
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
呪いを信じたそれを実現してしまった現実にしてしまったのかもしれないないじゃんあの線路びっくりした飛び降りるのかと思ったであそこが
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
これを書くことでやめた方がいいのかもしれないこれ上が家だよね多分そうねなんで椅子がこんなことに
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
私と共にこれらすべて死んでしまった方が
But I thought you should know about your
Totem.
family.
でもあなたに家族のことを知ってほしかった俺
And the history you're a part
そし
of.
てあなたがその一部となる歴史を絶対あそこじゃんいやあそこなのあよかった行けなかっただとするとどこだあそっちか普通に階段あったっていう
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
くれているけれど俺めっちゃとこにくれてる今マジでわけわかんないもんバゲモンになって殺されたり漫画の中入ったり
I think the people in these stories believed them.
私の意見だけ
For
が出てきて
what that's
確
worth.
認する信じていたこっちかおっせなるなまずとにかく遅い
And when you look at the house,
そしてこの屋敷を見ると
that history of imagination and
あんこ
stubbornness
さんの歴史を考える
madness.
とヘドが出そうだとかそんな
Any
気
of
が
it
する
seems possible.
ああそうだこれか例の吹っ飛んでったところは
I think we've been surrounded by
そっちか。
death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
数々の死に長いこと囲まれ私たちは慣れてしまったのかもしれない
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
ああびっくりした飛び降りんのかと思ったああでなんか
It's
銅像的な
embarrassing
とこ
for
ろ
me
か
to admit this, but
これを認める恥ずかしかったけれど
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
へえルフィああこれ全部ペットのお墓も建ててんだ
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
何見えないデザインした ED だったモーリー へえ、モーリーフレンチ、あ、違う、フィンチ。これはカルビン。ああ、カルビン。カルビン・フィンチ。セブン・フィンチ。誰それ。いたそんな人。イーディ。セブン。いたそんな人。覚えてない。で、ウォルター。で、バーバラ。次、俺の番もしかして。オーディンの記念碑はイーディが考えたんだ。
My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
潮が低くなるとひょいと顔を出すもんだった。多分それで見る。これオーディン。ここから見るんだろうな、きっと。
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
De? 戻る感じ?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
ああ、ミルトンな。次はこれミルトン？行方不明になったっていう。セブンって誰だっけ？
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
この私は誰なの？私は誰だかいまいち分かってないんだけど。これでしょ、絶対。いやー、絶対老化してる、これな。老朽化で壊れるよ。ツリーハウス。
But looking back on it now,
今振り返ってみると、
if she told me there was going to be so much
こんなにたく
climbing,
さんのことが彼女から聞いていた。
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
妊娠22週目の体だと思わなかった。え？それ大丈夫？もっとさ、マシなとこから入ってこれねえもんなんかい。
I never met Grandpa Sam, but
サム、
I
あ、
think
サ
he
ム
and my
か。
mom had a lot in common.
バーベキュー、いいな、こんなとこでバーベキューしたいわ。いいな、なんかすごいアウトドア感が。はいはい。
They were both pretty intense.
二人とも真剣な性格だった。セーブ中。もうなんか終わる感じだったんだけど、俺の中では。
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but
写真
Mom
がた
said
く
he
さん。
got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
これサムおじいちゃんか。
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
I will
never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
ごめん、ちょっと。
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
You're right.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
いや、セクハラやないかい。
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad.
お、これ
You're always
これ
serious.
映えじゃね？
Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
ほんでさ、
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
あ、待って、ぼやけた、もう一回。
Grandpa's Fen taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
いや、待って、もう一回。これだ、来た
Found
ー
an。old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for Don. Don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
被写体があるんじゃないか。これとか。
Give me a minute to check the map.
目ぼやけんだけど、普通に。ねえ、何撮ったらいいのこれ。
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a
お
picture.
前が撃つ前にその姿を写真撮らせてくれ。は？どういうこと？
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
どう狙ってんの？あれか。
Now keep yourself squared up. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
おお、わかんねえんだ
Sorry,
よ。
Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
いや。
Of all
これ
these
が、
stories,
これサメ。
that's the one I wish most
あ
that
と
my
待
mom
って、
had told me.
イーディ、オーディン、ダン、ガス。1999って俺と同じやん。オッケー。ってことはあと何個かで終わりか。話は。よいしょ。うわ、絶対ホコリっぽい。カビ臭そう。
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
なんていうかわかんない。サンフィンチ。
Dear Kay,
ケイ
do you remember the way
Gregory
Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Bart,
send over Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
回路操作してんのに今。
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
お前や。
Reminded me so much of Calvin.
カルビンに本当に
Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Nice.
Sure made him mad. I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy.
心配するな。ああ、これで死ぬか。
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
いやーこれ死ぬじゃん。やだ赤ちゃんは。
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your
気の
fault.
せいでこうなったんじゃん。
I'm sure he's happy.
どういうこと？
Be happy too. Good luck,
Dude.
Kay. Love, Sam.
グレゴリーは亡くなったと。ああ、1年間だけ。次。ダウィン。
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet. A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding
ガ
was
ス
a
に
bad
捧げ
idea.
るし、結婚式やめとけってずっと言っていた人。
Our father never hit us kids.
At least not very hard. Before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I know.
母はいらないと言ったのを覚えている。え、すごい。
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
こっちに来いって言った。そして拒否して中指立てた。なんでやろうだ。待って、風が強まって慌てた鳥の群れが現れ、すぐに消えた。
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
みんなしたのはテントに入ることだけ。次したや。
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent or Dad.
誰も恐れなかった。
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. All my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about it on the day. Out there on the beach alone.
あなたのことを考えていればよかった。なんか謎解きじゃないけど小説ゲームみたいな。小説読んでくみたいなゲーム。へえ。これでガスが終わりか。あと3人。
Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
母さんが一度言っていた。途中から見ても分かんないだろうな、これ。これ終わったらね、CG 行くわ。ちょっと、ハマってしまったもんな、これ。お、ロッククライムあんじゃん。登れないの？
堤防。
堤防。興味ねえなら来んなや。で、次どこ？ガス終わったよね。あ、ここ出んのかな、普通に。出れない。ここでもない。
だって配信してんだもん、わら。
これか？え？どこ？上なんだよな、多分。だって他に行けるとこあったっけ？戻るんかな？でこれ戻っていいやつだ。
部屋掃除の続きしてくるにょ。い
ってらっしゃい。
Instead of hiding from death,
あった。
Sam seemed to go out of his way to
そ
meet
のお
it.
じいちゃんの場合はそれとわざわざ立ち会い。でもあれだよね。 いや絶対こっちじゃないんだよ多分。次上の方行くんだよね多分。どうさっきのところになんかもっとなんかできることがあるはず。ああすごい。セーブ中。あそこ読まないと登れなかった。兄弟を亡くした後、母さんは屋根裏に引っ越した。
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
当時はそれができるだけ一番遠いところだったから。ここなんかいいな、こういうこんくらいの部屋。
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
ホリビブルわかんねえ。
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
で増殖したんだ。
And for a while, things were good, almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday.
終わりの始まりはイーディがお城をプレゼントしたミルトンの銃。これか。これがミルトンか。
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. で、これも多分どっかから入れるんだよね、きっと。影リアル。すごい。ペンキがいっぱい。ミルトンか。魔法の意味。 Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
This is the最上階だよね。で終わりか。とりあえずは。とりあえずは上でなんかすごい家だな、ほんと。で上か。
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Oh, what's it?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis. Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh, ゲーマーやな。つもりだ。
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
何これ。
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
すげえこれ両方のスティック操作しなきゃいけない。すっごい難しいんだけど。
Feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats and toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
すごいゲームだなこれ本当に。
But he found something more.
すごい。
I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
桃太郎じゃん。
On the edge of a city named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
何これ
His imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. but he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Ah, そういうことで現実戻ってきたと。そのゲームを買ってきた。
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
これ何したらいいん？何すんのこれ。あ、登っていくんかな、ここ。そんな気がしてきた。
I still thought I could save him.
やっぱり出ましたが。
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Huh?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Luis のアドバイスなんだよね。精神科兄弟だし、コメディ。
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. Queen waited, holding his crown.
女王これなの。なんかやばいのあるけど大丈夫。
There was only one thing left to do.
これさ、公開試験だよね。ほら、すごいのあるよ、ここに。ギロチンあるよ。
Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Wi-Fi とか飛んで、こう、ネットかい、あれなんかな、設備いいのかな、意外と。CPU らしきものは見えないんだけど。
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
まあいいか。はあ、2時間くらいかかんのこれ。
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
何これ。こさせないけど。
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Kitchen. 暗い。で、上か。おい、落ちた。
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
自分。靴を脱げ。
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
エディスなんだ。真っ暗よ。
The power had been shut
プレ
off
ゼントあ
that
るよ
morning,
って言われ
but
て。
Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
待って、その前にさ、あ、来ちゃったらいけないのも。まあ、いっか。何この見づらいが。
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories! I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the French。フレンチじゃないだからフィンチ。
Dear Edith, so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
自分か。
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
昔の家になんかあるのね。
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Whoa. 真っ白。
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
あと存在することさえ恐れていた者たち。忘れていた者たち。
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Yeah. 俺のや。
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
何年か月日が過ぎた。
My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
フィンチ家の最後の生き残り。
Until I found out about you.
あなたのことを知るまではあなたのこと。 俺フィンチじゃねえ、小
I'm
松なんだ
still
けど。
not sure what to tell you about all this.
まだよくわからない。
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
葉脈が高い高い。
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
これがあなたのストーリーの
It's a
話
lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad.
一緒にそこで見ることが
I
できる
want
ってごめ
you
んな
to
さ
be
い。
amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
Ah.
Good luck.
エディス・フィンチ。死んでんのエディス。何？待って。ああ、そういうことか。面白かった。そういうことか。要するにあれか。なんで自分が最後の生き残りだったかを謎解いていこうって話で、みんなそうやって死んでったからって話か。で結局自分も死んだのね。ちょっと待って。 ドロールか、じゃあ。全部揃った？全員揃ってる。ストーリーをプレイする。Enjoy, thank you. The Eddie's French team. The end. おしゃれな終わり方、すごい。楽しかった。コレクトって何？ああ。OK。終わった。よし！終了です。じゃあ次何しよっかな。普通に CG 戻ろうかな。